Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome
Come on, traveler, let's go.
to
The
more
world is full of
Genshin
lost
Saturday.
islands just waiting to be rediscovered.
Venti, why could you... Yes, that's a new phrase. Why could you? Not how could you, why could you? No, that's how it works. Anyways, hello everyone. I am up here and almost fell to my death because I do not know where this event starts. Because all it says is, if I can remember correctly, and if I can find it, here it is. Oh, you know, maybe if I could read, I would know. So I could have actually teleported to where I usually would. But guess what? I did not, because I can't think. So we're gonna go basically through this whole Windblume stuff. I hope all the story things of this quest is done, and I can access it, and not just say, oh yeah, you need to wait one more day. I'll be like, rip. Well, anyways, hello. Knock knock,
Hey there,
Catherine.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
And unfortunately, I'm gonna be drinking cold tea while
got
I'm
any
basically
jobs
doing
for
this
us?
because I hate myself. Okay, no, I
I'm
don't.
afraid
I
I'd
just got
struggle to
very
find you
unlucky.
any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the Windblume Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones. But it's customary to do this oneself without assistance. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild.
I mean, Paimon, there's like 3 other regions we can go to if we really want commissions.
Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Ew. Gross.
Facts, Paimon, facts.
You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
That's, you know, I actually thought about, without reading this choice, I was like, yeah, that's really specific, Paimon. I can't believe that happened to you. That sounds like a skill issue, and then I look at it and, yep, that's very specific of you, Paimon.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
Woo!
Haha, take that, Catherine. We got a commission. Whoa, Sucrose.
Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else
So I
to do
saw
right
that.
now
Whoa, someone
anyway.
needs my help.
Phew. Okay, here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windblume Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year.
Well, that sounds like an oof.
My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
Nice one. So how did they decide who to appoint anyway?
They literally put every single citizen of Mondstadt's name to a hat and pull one out at random.
They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen.
You know, close enough. This method seems a bit
I
arbitrary.
think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador.
You know, it's technically what I said, except
The thing
worse,
is,
I guess.
I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
I'll get some donations of their blood.
Is that a test tube?
Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube.
That is very
way-
unsanitary.
I can collect everyone's breaths of joy.
Sucrose, that is... Oh, into a test tube. Okay, not the same. Alright, I was gonna be like, that is very unsanitary.
Fascinating. Are you gonna use them in your research?
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Never mind. I take back what I said about that. Never mind. That does sound very unsanitary. So, like an extra sweets and sweet flour?
Darn, now Paimon's hungry.
For a sweet flour?
Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
For a... What?
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Wait, what?
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy.
Paimon, be serious.
Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay?
I mean, it worked.
So, does it need to be more like official or ceremonious or something?
I mean, honestly, Sucrose, Paimon, just give her food and you'll literally get your breath of joy.
No, joy isn't measured in those terms at all. Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows? In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective.
So, make Paimon starve for a few days and then give her food. There you go, breath of joy.
Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Really? I
Long
don't.
story short, you want us to help you find people for you to help. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windblume Festival and all.
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. But if even you don't know how to approach this...
Don't worry, leave it to me.
Really? You have a plan?
Experience and pro tag armor is on my side.
Well, if she's in, then Paimon will help too. With the talking, anyway. But, if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that sweet madame? Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
Well, I know something at the end what's gonna happen.
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Why did you turn to say
Wait,
be right back and then
Is
turn
that
back
who
before walking?
Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When did she arrive in Mondstadt?
Oh, snap.
Let's go say hi.
Cool, let's chase her down. Wait. I thought that said a gathering of outlaws for a second to be like, yo.
And that's everything. Are they all in satisfactory condition?
Yep. Thank you, Marjorie.
Oh, okay. Oh. I was gonna point the aim arrow, but the cutscene happened before I could.
Oh. Hey, you guys. What are the chances?
You were staring into space just now. Something the matter?
You know, you do not seem happy for someone we haven't met.
No, don't worry. I'm fine. I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy. If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
Well, that sounds likely, yeah.
And what does these things refer to?
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends.
Man, I don't like riddles. Find a flower that is not of this world. Alice. Find a guide who will never get lost. Someone. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends. A venti.
So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
Perhaps we can ask a friend about this later. Oh, we know who. We know who.
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned?
I love how if there's anything at all in this city or by here at least, and there's something weird, it's like, huh, well, we have a friend who we can ask, and it's just Venti, because we know he's an Archon.
It was called The Boar Princess. That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all.
Do you know her? Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist.
I think
with
Kale's
the
just
Knights of
really
Favonius.
shy, because that's why
And
she's very
Sucrose,
quiet,
meet
because
Kale.
she's usually
She's
energetic.
a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest. Hello.
Hi.
Ah, two introverts.
This is getting awkward fast. They're both so shy.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real? Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything.
Why not?
The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence?
Yes.
I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
Oh, Sucrose, you don't know to that.
That's a great take. I love it.
Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
Paimon, you don't remember? You were there.
Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
Okay, I'm gonna be dead honest, chat. I can't remember at the top of my head of when exactly. I'm pretty sure Genshin has done something like that.
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
Wow. Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more.
Wait, you already figured out the prophecy?
Will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions? We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time?
Would you like to get the lantern of utmost joy?
Well, yes. I mean, if possible.
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
I'd wish for a better personality.
Bruh.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry, I have to do it too, huh? I guess.
You've got a great personality already.
That's very kind of you.
But if you know me like I do...
Stop self-deprecating.
Hey! I know that voice. It's...
Kale! Whew. You made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you... finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before?
Paimon, don't you remember? She knows Amber.
Mm-hmm. A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Alizar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the news that I've been cured.
Great.
Thanks.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Of course. Fine by me.
Sure, go right ahead. Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Kale for now? I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure, no problem.
You can count on us.
Awesome. See you later then.
I gotta go get her to meet some people. I don't know anyone. I like Kaya, so he can gaslight her.
You alright there, Kale? You look kinda disappointed.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me. Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. Am I gonna be able to cope? I've only met Sucrose so far, and I'm already struggling to make conversation. I wish I had a little more self-confidence. Then I'd find it much easier to make friends with people. It's nearly time! Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
Wee.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Wind go with you.
Hey! Asino!
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Right, I don't know how to select slide.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra?
No, Sino, no.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra? No?
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
I'm more laughing the way like he's explaining it because I did see a short of Alejandro, the voice of Sino, like making a short of like him making like a joke and be like, boo! And at the end, I know where you live, Alejandro.
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well.
Oh!
The pleasure is
yeah,
all
that's
mine,
fair.
Tainari, sir.
Albedo.
He's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Aw.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
Just making
What
sure
about
you're
your work,
okay.
though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
If something really bad happened, then Sumeru deserves to fall.
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Not Alhaitham.
Sucrose, what were you saying about you having a teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose.
Hey!
Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Yeah, you're right. He's basically a walking encyclopedia traveler, not you two.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
Everyone introduce themselves and exchanges pleasantries if I can
tell
talk.
me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait!
Oh no.
Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to
No,
be left
do it.
out.
Oh, as it happens, studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. And Kale's was traveling musician.
Wait, hold up. Okay, I understand you because skilled desert explorer, sure. Kale, traveling musician, that's cute. But why technological consultant to treasure hoarders for Tainari? Wouldn't that make him a criminal? Do you want Tainari arrested? 'Cause that's funny, but like, you know, and you find that sort of roleplay fun?
Very much so.
With the straightest face, very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult.
It's like, none of this concerns me. Draw.
Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo.
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Oh. Okay, accommodations. One of Mr. Goth's other properties. The Adventurers Guild reception area, backup play, food, group meals on the first day, following which all are free to make their own arrangements amidst the city's various restaurants and taverns. Self-catering facilities will be prepared at lodgings. Outdoor activities considering our guests' sightseeing interests. Sucrose, Timaeus, myself, and some other Knights of Favonius accompany other guests, splitting in groups where necessary. Obtaining souvenirs, multiple collection methods. With wind comes glory. The outdoors themselves, creation through alchemy, and handcrafting are all possibilities. Scientific observations, emphasis on botany, official business, no such needs at the moment.
Food and lodging arrangements?
What?
Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice!
Impressive multitasking.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician.
No. He fell for it!
Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look, and should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board.
You're not included in this itinerary.
That's why it's called tagging along!
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents!
I can help too.
And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Nice idea.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Hey, we're gonna be buddies. camping, 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 camping. Camp. I'm kidding. Okay, I'll stop.
Hey, Sarah. Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else?
If we must. One sweet mundane, I guess.
Yay! So you do remember after all! You're just the best! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume.
Just don't ruin your appetite for later.
No need to worry about that! Paimon can make room for good food.
Hello, Cosmic. How are you doing today?
All right, just a moment.
And the time it takes Sarah to pick up a cold flower polishes the entire sweet mundane.
That was great.
She didn't eat it, she polished it.
If that was a Windblume treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windblume Festival every day.
Camping, camping, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I might as well. Camping, camping, camp. Doing okay, thank you. I'm glad you're doing okay. Well, I like how we're just right next to Uzi. We're right, guys. Why are we right next to the fisherman? What kind of choice of camping is this, guys? Why are we like right next to the city, along with bothering this poor camper? I mean, fisherman.
All right.
What's wrong
Looks
with
like
you
we're
all?
all here.
Not late, are we?
Not
Guys,
at all.
the sun
We
rise.
just came early
Now
to
it's
set everything
sunset.
up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
Sino is absolutely relishing in the roleplay. Everyone brings out their food and starts cooking. After a delicious feast, everyone sits around the campfire.
That
And now
sunshine
goes
sprat was
stories.
really very good. I didn't watch you cook
Really
it, but
very good.
I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Also, didn't you stream? Didn't you will stream? Wasn't I? Well, you see, that was the plan, and stuff happened between the group and myself that I had to cancel it, and you know, good thing I did. We do plan to maybe, keyword maybe, do it tonight, but if not a lot of people are available, then we're just gonna save it for Friday. It depends. We'll see.
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also
Was there a fight?
unfamiliar to
No
me.
fight. Just like
So
events.
I would venture that it
like
was a
real life
Mondstadt
events
specialty.
that people had to do.
As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right.
Oh, you had a question with him? I missed it all day.
I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally. Sorry.
mean to make things awkward.
Tainari, while we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
I wish it was Paimon.
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts.
Huh? What?
No? Not funny?
Wait, what? That was a joke? That was a joke? I'm sorry, Sino. I didn't even see the punchline.
Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
So is no one gonna interject?
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. On the bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Let's see. Hello, Tyre. How are you doing today? Welcome. Chat full disclosure. I'm not gonna read that. Cause I don't really say your name online if it's real or not. I'm gonna assume it's not real, just for your safety. Let's see. That comes in peace. I appreciate that you come in peace. And Cosmic, can't wait for part 2 for Rhyme. Awesome. I mean, me too. Honestly, that game is so good in storytelling that, you know, it's purely silent. I really can't wait till the next part just to see what happens.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
Wait, what?
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying life forms.
Yo, let's do that. You know, I'm with Albedo.
Paimon's not your test subject.
No, it's funny.
Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something?
I say we put these theories to the test.
Hey, not you two.
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
Ooh.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
Oh no. Wait, Sino. I'll hear
You
your
seem
jokes,
much
even if they're not
cheerier
funny.
now that you're here at Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, it feels like you're a completely different person.
Here, Sino, I'll still hear your jokes, even though they're not funny.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
That's hilarious.
It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Well, now we need to get him to laugh.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Bruh.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have 2 different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter.
Please, yes.
Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
Okay, the reason why I'm laughing so much through all of this is because so much is happening at once. From the fact of joking how, like, our conversations between me and Paimon is funnier than Sino's jokes, and the fact that Sino keeps repeating these jokes, and now Sucro's saying, oh, I get it. So you have, like, bipolar personality disorder. I get it. I'm
think
sorry.
in your case, the 2 states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose.
He just called Sino stupid.
Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Great save, Albano.
Oh, well, Lisa once
told me that the Windblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume, as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale, Lily.
What?
Kale's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt.
You know what? No, guys, you may be like upset about that. I'll give Sino this.
There's
I'll give
also
him that.
cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
I like it.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Join Kale on her trip also. Which, if this works, I mean, I can imagine, Tainari and Kale, just walking to Mondstadt for the sake of 1, research, and maybe 2, just to make sure Kale's okay.
How about you, Sino?
And I guess Sino just hopped along.
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
So he came just to hop along.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
So it was for the card game. It was for the card game. Alright. Alright, chat. Yeah, let's see. That awkward. Yes, that pun was. This is also awkward, but anyways, I have never played Genshin, so this is a new experience for me. And to be honest, I'm kind of vibing. Well, long story short for Genshin, it is a open world game where the whole premise is you finding your sibling while going through the 7 regions of Teyvat. There you go. Dino said the grind never stops, basically.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
I mean, this is just fun.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
I have.
And that is why I am proud to call you my friend.
I wonder what happens if I said no, I haven't. He'd be like, why am I your friend?
When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Calx was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
I think later I'm gonna look up to see what Sino would have said if you said I haven't, and be like, why are you my friend? Anyways, you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. This is just hilarious to me. He would have said skill. Yeah, skill issue. Definitely.
Calx? Isn't that...
Wait, Calx. Wait, Cal.
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
Wait, Calx. Calxars.
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
Oh, I forgot about his pen name.
No,
I
that
forgot.
isn't accurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Ooh, wait, Will Sino.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Albedo Calx.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
Oh, ratting him out. Ratting
You
him out.
didn't have to say all that.
Oh, ratting him out. Like, I'll be honest, chat. Like, for people who don't really know Sai, this is probably one of the most serious characters in the game. And here he is right now.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Oh, and this is why Albedo's a true lad.
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
Oh, he is.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
You know, I'm pretty sure Tainari can hear both of you.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
He's probably gonna do.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
Aw, you shouldn't have said that.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
Wait, what?
My jokes? You like them?
Okay, I need to pause for a second, wait. Again, so much happened, and it's just, like, you guys think I'm faking these laughs. I'm actually not. I'm really not. I find this hilarious. I'd like to hear a few more of these jokes. Wait, my jokes? Finally, someone likes my joke.
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
Aw.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Is he showing emotion? I mean, a little, you know, a little bit being like, my jokes, you like them? Alright. Oh, wait.
Well, Albedo and Sucrose were delightful, but this was still an exhausting meal.
Well, that sounds like a skill issue, Tainari.
So, a good joke is not necessarily required to make people laugh at them.
I'd be grateful if you could check on Sucrose. As for our new friends here, leave them to me.
Aw. I mean, to be fair, Sucrose is literally like 2 feet, so...
The cooking pot. Is everything okay?
Probably not, but it's okay. I'll go check it out. Whee! Sucrose! What burned?
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
Don't let it get you down, Sucrose.
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day.
Wait, why specifically Sino?
Yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed.
I mean, I haven't the single clue about these characters, but from the sound of it, it sounds like Season 1 Fair from Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a passion in knitting!
Kali seems a little...
Man, mood.
depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking.
I get that feeling as well.
Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kali the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
All right, we'll help out too.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
I know how I can find out.
Uh-huh. Right.
I'll be back shortly.
All right. Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
the View Viesta.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
And then Tainari gets up, points his like bow and arrow at Paimon, being like, "Oh, you're just the mascot. I could kill you off at any time, but I can't because you're the mascot."
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
What Dragon of the East, too?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, him.
And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
Sucrose, I think everyone's about to be arrested.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since 2 of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way.
Calbeo's like, "Oh, right, I forgot. Those stupid laws. I forgot about that. I forgot, didn't we free ourselves from, like, tyrannical laws such as these over..."
Yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Oh no, Sucrose asked Sunny VA if the prophecy was real. Oh no. I mean, I'm pretty sure they tried to get rid of Paimon on Twitter once. I think so.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Finally, I could get out of this conversation about
Really?
from
All
Albedo and
positive,
Sino
I
liking
hope?
jokes.
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Just Kale, not Sino or Tainari. They don't need to see anything.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
Yes, we should preserve our energy.
All right, I'll start packing up.
Everyone packs up and says their goodbyes in the dark of night. I thought we were camping.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
Haha, you know me well, Paimon.
Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh?
Shut up.
Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move.
Don't worry, I'll use Venti to pursue Venti to talk
Wouldn't
to us.
gliding be faster?
Wait, what?
So chat, and for those who don't know the game, like, pay attention to the quest line, which is here to the top left. Go to Angel Share and look for Venti, and then look to the right of on the same line, and then look to the right. Yeah, just to let you do it. Back. Ho ho! We meet again. We meet again.
Oh, it's been a while.
Hi, Venti.
Paimon called it. Tone-deaf bard drinking as usual.
Venti, you should really stop.
Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
You tell Venti about the mysterious prophecy.
So, what do you make of it?
Yeah, any thought? First, I think really the only thought is this real?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
So, Venti, if you don't help us, I guess no drinking for you. At all. I mean, I'm probably going to do it anyway, but you know, it's just your choice of maybe I might not let you.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
You know what, Paimon? Yes, you could be my voice in this
Sounds
case.
to me like you want a hint or two.
And a blessing or two to boot.
A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen.
So you wrote this. You actually wrote this.
Also, I happen to know where this lantern is.
He actually wrote this.
Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
He literally, okay.
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one.
I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with that sentence, but
Once
I
this
guess
is
I'll
over,
shut up.
Would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor.
No.
Or, given the way that you're staring at me, perhaps you'd like to get me that drink now? I, of course, would be most amenable to that. But I believe you have friends waiting for you. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time during the festival.
No.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Alright, what is chat saying? Only Vent I know besides Among Us is Vento Ario. I mean, his name is Venti. He probably has a really
A
loud
flower
voice.
that is not of this world.
No, he doesn't, I don't think.
Not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Like, going to it, I knew that, Venti won't exactly help us. We just wanted to know if this, from my knowledge, I just want to know if this prophecy was just, like, the whole slip was real or just some scramblings of random stuff. But now I know he wrote it. Okay, that's enough.
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first?
Just get to the point, Paimon.
Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze.
What? Huh? When did we go to Windrise?
The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news. Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world.
Ooh, that's a good point.
But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
You know what, Sucrose? Come on. Like, I think it's time, you know? And then we just grab Sucrose and Venti. All right, say that exact quote to him, and he answers it. And then Venti's like... So let me get this straight. You're making her talk to me about this in order for my mind to explode. Yes. Well, it's working. All right, I'm going to tell you the flower, and then you just skip to the next 3.
Whoa, slow down. Paimon's head is already starting to spin.
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world?
If by that you mean a flower from beyond this world, Albedo did make something like that once.
Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper.
Hey, a lot of people do that in schools, and sometimes it works if you get lucky.
It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and figure this out for myself.
Fair enough.
Could it be the Windblume?
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The Windblume doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves.
But then that's also an issue, because what specific thing can we find?
In which case, the Windblume doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction.
But Sucrose, Windblume could mean anything. That doesn't help us. I'm pretty sure of this world means that it just wound up there somehow, versus from this world seems to imply it naturally occurred. Probably, but like in terms of this, the clip prophecy, which all we got is a flower not... I forgot the name. I forgot the
I've
words
made a note.
exactly.
Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
We're counting on you for the rest, Paimon, even though I love it. Even a broken clock is right twice a
I'll
day.
need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Oh, don't tell me.
Sure thing! In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
No.
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, and I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her.
Alright, understood.
Alright. Thanks so much.
You know, I think the game's starting to grow on me a bit. This is just the, just letting you know, this is just, story event-wise. I haven't gotten to the gameplay. Cool animation, chat. It's animation. Event. Woo. Woo. So there's like the snapshots, ballads. Ballads of Breeze is what I'm excited for because it's the rhythm game. Maybe I might do these on stream too. Depends on how fast we get through the story. 'Cause that at least I wanna finish. One. Yo, chat, gameplay. I ran out of tea. Even if it was cold. Actually, now that I think about it. Ow. If I were to make some tea. I think it was 8, by the way. So if you put ice cubes in hot tea, would that technically make it iced tea now? Or would you have to make tea cold and then put ice in it to make it iced tea? I don't know. I don't know how. And get more tea.
Today's
Oh, I
the day.
can.
Let's go meet up with Sucrose.
Sonic Unleashed still has a better night aesthetic, though. Still blows my mind that intro cutscene was from 2012 or something. No fair. Gamer moment.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Understood. How has progress been on your end?
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence.
Yo, Sucrose, can you tell me it again?
But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion.
No, because Sucrose, I think we're overthinking this. Because a flower that doesn't exist, so a herbologist. And then I forgot the other 3. Could you tell me the other 3 again?
Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
The prophecy is a skill issue. Sorry if I just killed people's ears with that. Let's see. I mean, I think iced tea implies that ice stays in there throughout the person drinking it. So if you put ice in tea, it'll probably melt before you fully drink it unless you chill. All right, so then probably cold tea and then put ice in it. Or ice and then... like... either warm or cold tea. Probably cold tea. Okay, great. I'm glad we got that sorted out.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
That makes sense. Could you please put the questions out for me or give me a
Let's
piece of
start from
paper?
group 1. The first riddle was a flower that is not of this world.
A herbologist or a biochemist.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
You could count as an expert too, you know. As a
Exactly.
biochemist.
You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Crazy.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
All right, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
Kale. Kale could fit that description. Amber could fit that description.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
I mean, if we make it specifically as guide, then Kale and Amber are probably the most likely.
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
Perhaps an astrologer then? Mona?
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely
Are
counts.
you... I don't... Okay.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident. And she can use her astrology to guide people.
Alright.
Would Bennett count?
Why?
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
No.
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
A guide that never loses his way. A guide that never loses their way. I don't think Bennett counts.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I find, but I really don't think.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as
Yes.
Yeah, she would. She's got a great sense of direction.
And
after all.
Kale.
As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually
And
the one who gave
Kale.
us directions.
well? Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
And Kale.
Is there anyone else?
Kale.
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more.
Kale.
Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder.
Forgot Mika exists.
He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way, and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool. Another one for our list.
Alright, forget Kale.
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure. Let's all go.
About the other 3, I guess this will be the way to say, hey, let's add Kale to the list because, hey, she's also an explorer, she's also a guide, and she doesn't lose her way. Crazy. Anyways, prophecy might just be a flower that got fossilized and sent through a portal. That's a little specific. Imagine the prophecy was written on a stone tablet that had the fossil on the back. That would be funny, but it was in a paper of a book. Probably for the stars for group 2. Maybe? Is there logic behind luck?
Hi, Kale. Hope
No.
we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
I mean, the logic behind, like, Paimon... Okay, so, since you don't really know Genshin well, Bennett is technically a character that has extremely bad luck. Like, his bad luck is just incredibly misfortunate. In the sense of, wow. I can't believe the universe just literally picked a person to give all the bad luck to, because nothing goes his way at all. So, Paimon's logic is that Bennett will be able to guide people as long as they go the opposite way. Which, like, I'm not going to say it's valid, but the prophecy did say a guide that never loses their way. Meaning the guide itself doesn't lose their way. So I don't think Bennett would constitute as that. All right, Kali, what's wrong?
I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Kali seems to be wrapping gifts. Now she's frantically trying to hide it. I wonder who they're for. Probably everybody here.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Chris, I'm sorry. What you're saying is not important right now. So Larry Butts, Ace Attorney, bad luck or worse? I'd argue worse, because at least Larry would try to get a girl at least. And yeah, at least he does have an art profession. Bennett only really has like an adventurer title, and nothing works out for him.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
Sucrose tells Kali about the 4 riddles and the results of your discussion.
So let's pick up where we left off.
All right.
Next up is the 3rd line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Well, first, before we go to the 3rd line, can I go backwards for a second? Yo, Kali, are you a guide that never gets lost since you know where to go and to get to Mondstadt? Just saying. But anyways, maybe Diluc?
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
But he's honest. Yes, his secret alter ego, the Dark Knight hero, must have to deny it if anyone asks. In that case, he has a complicated relationship with the... I'd still say that.
Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but...
He lies.
You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time.
They gotta summon Abraham Lincoln for line 3. Oh, you right. Yeah, guys, we gotta... Guys, I cracked the case. And maybe even for the first line of Plower, not of this world. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to summon I think it's the 15th president of the United States of America. I know you guys don't know what that is, but hear me out. It's from some planet or place called Earth. We're going to summon him, and he's going to hold a flower that is also not of this world. Bam, we got 2 things in one stone, because Abraham Lincoln never lies.
I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard.
No, he'd lie. He'd lie. He'd lie. He'd lie.
He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard. But from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her.
I'm really thinking of this one, because is there anyone in Mondstadt who does not lie?
For example,
I think Eula.
When Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave.
Wait, Klee is honest?
Like the one about the big monster
No.
that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think
Thank
that
you.
rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
Come on, considering the prophecy literally says a flower not of this world, I'm pretty sure this prophecy seems very strict.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
Even though my character's good question, what gives you that impression? Sucrose is right. Rosaria's blunt.
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like.
Probably to find out
A lot
something.
of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward.
Yep, very blunt.
That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Also, the players probably doesn't lie. Yeah, wait, have we lied? I'm actually trying to remember in-game if we had lied. We probably did, but I just don't remember.
Doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh?
Yeah,
What's her
Rosaria
name
works.
down?
See, I mean, covering up the truth isn't lying so long as you don't substitute it for something else. No, it technically is. I mean, you're covering up the truth. You're not telling it. By not saying anything about it, you're kind of lying through omission. I get what you mean, though. Like, I get it. I just don't think that would constitute here. Let's see. Out of curiosity, did the main protag get beamed in the world looking at the flower of their head? A flower from another world? And then there's a map marker for doesn't get lost. You know, you're not wrong. Technically, the flower on her head is well, no, wait. No, this flower's from Conrio, which is of this world, so no, this flower won't apply. I was gonna be like, this flower could be outside the world, but nope, it was confirmed that this was from Conria, so thus it is from, I think, Teyvat, because Conria was in Teyvat, yes. Fortunately, that's the case. Map marker, which is Paimon, I don't know. I think Paimon does get lost, actually.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
Oh, yeah.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria.
No, Paimon, Sino doesn't need a lie. He's just blunt.
Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor, but he couldn't lie to save his life.
Oh, true.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty.
I don't know Noelle well
her name
to
down
really
too.
do that. Really
Wait.
say that.
There's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
We're really gonna add Timaeus.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently.
Ha!
He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
So the second he gets a woman he loves, he's going to lie and slack off. I can't believe it.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that
If
she's
he
fun,
breathes.
has a
I
great
can't say that word
personality,
because of Twitch
and
got
is
regulations.
very good looking.
She's from Liyue. All great qualities, but that says nothing about her identity.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume festival.
But how can we help with that?
Ugh, shove her against him. Always works
I
every
don't
time
know.
in every anime ever.
Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Man.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Recommending Fire Emblem Blazing Blade support tactics. Yeah, it works every time. Just shove them next to each other and they'll bond instantly.
Is it any good?
Wait until the support
mean,
rankings go to S rank.
It looks nice.
Sounds like a no.
No, it's
All right.
perfect.
Guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends.
Venti.
Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Venti, by far.
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Not necessarily. You don't have a point, actually.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Bro, that's a big pigeon. Yeah, that is a very big pigeon.
Maybe Kale. She read a
Like
lot
poor
of fairy
people.
tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh,
Do I count?
of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
What? Okay, are you eligible for this one then?
I prefer to read things like An illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
I don't what?
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
But okay, but the thing is, a legend that never ends. It could just be a person too that is of a legend standard. It could just be Alice herself.
Alright then, Klee makes the short list.
Alright.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
Thank you, Kale.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Sucrose shares her idea with everyone that you won't hear.
No problem. We can do that.
Paimon, what do you mean we could do that? Sucrose literally said she knew a feedback, that it faded to black, and then here we are. And she said nothing.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination. Okay. I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this. Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
They gotta summon the never-ending story from in real life, right?
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Wait, are we actually doing the point of view of Sucrose and Kale?
Stronghold.
Huh.
That's an
Okay, that's new.
interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
What? Oh! We're actually controlling them. With Dendro and Animo that does not interact with each other in these.
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Oh no. That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
I can't believe she died. Oh, hi. It's the boys. It's the boys
Sucrose.
coming along at 3
Kale.
a.m. and they found the
What are you doing here?
beans.
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Alright, I'm giving it to him. That's good.
Oh, please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
It's just, I don't know why this frame is just funny. Just the boys.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, true. That is true.
So you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
They gotta be 4 foot, bro. Those books are a third of their body length. Unless the books are just huge.
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
Why is this so funny? Oh, it's a boy. Like the mafia, it's like, get 'em boys, and snap fingers, and then these two would just... Sucrose and Kale take turns explaining the prophecy and the information they compile with the Traveler.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready.
Oh, okay.
We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I
think
y'all not
in
want to
this
use
case,
my
we
name
can just go with your
anymore.
quick answer off the top of your head.
I'm just Traveler to these people.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
Bye.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
Oh, Albedo knows. Albedo knows the entire prophecy.
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth, but things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
I'm not looking into it now.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective.
We are looking
Sumeru
through so many
society is
perspectives
something
at
of a
this
special
point. I can't wait
case.
for Elise to come out
The
of nowhere
reason
with
it is
Jean,
known
and
as
then
the
we go
City
into
of
their
Learning is because
perspective,
all of
and then
its
Klee
resources
comes in,
are
we
in
go to
some
her and
way linked
Diona's
to
perspective,
academia.
and like every other perspective in this whole event, and it's just fun. And then it cuts back to us, and then and Paimon's like, "Okay, we got everybody. Let's go check the mailbox." We checked the mailbox. We got 30,000 replies. Like, wait, what?
As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Well, let's start.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship.
Immediately, because they
unaffected
looked
by
for beans
academic
at 3 a.m.
considerations.
They're now brothers. They're bros in arms.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable.
Alright, guys, I just noticed this. Please take a look at Tainari for a moment. Do you see, like, this, orange thing on the back with the green feathery thing hanging out from it. If you look closely between his pink scarf and that orange thing, you can see it's not really touching. It's literally levitating. I just wanted you all to be noticeable of that. Thank you.
By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Sino, I'm waiting for Sino, the duelist, and like a Yu-Gi-Oh spin-off or something. Sino being Seto. After bidding farewell to Sucrose and Kale. Alright, this is our perspective. The story secretly took inspiration from Tui, Dark Stalker from all perspective changes. True.
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it.
Alright, so
Fingers
that was
crossed all
future.
goes
This
well for them.
past.
Now then, where should we go first?
Sino as the Anubis
Let's try a look at
cosplay.
the bulletin board, shall we?
Facts. Oh, I was gonna be like, where's Kale? And then they're just so distant from each other. Why? Why are they so distant? You know what? I'm not gonna click this. I'm going to watch them walk away. I'm gonna watch them go. Where are you guys going? Let's see the direction. According to that, you went to the library. Which is that way, yeah. Oh, I thought they were gonna go through the staircase. Okay, are you guys gonna make a turn? Because that's the correct way to go. Oh. Okay. Alright, they indeed made a left turn. A very sharp left turn, if I may say so myself.
A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
So, who we talking to? I don't know.
Wouldn't gliding
Let's
be faster?
see. Oh, it's Mika and Lisa and Bennett and Razor. That's crazy. It's
Nice.
all the people
Just as
we
well.
mentioned.
There's a load of people here. Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Sup?
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of
No.
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Unfortunately.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
So, Mika, I heard your voice in something, and I gotta say, it's kind of bad. I really hope that's not the case.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Hello, nice to
I look forward to working with you.
Okay, Choco.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windblume. Fun?
Yes,
Actually,
Razor,
we haven't
Windblume
gotten to
fun.
the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Explain the prophecy and tell everybody what you've learned so far.
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
All right, first off, who wrote it? I know it's probably like none of Mika, Bennett, and Razor. I know it's not you. It could be Lisa, but I doubt
can't
it.
believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Because your bad luck is that bad.
Believe in yourself.
All right, chat. As once again, you don't know about Genshin characters, Razor is the goodest of boys you will ever meet. It's
Right.
awesome.
Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
With the most bad luck in the universe,
Okay,
and you
then
all
in
know
that
it.
case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sakura said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
Razor sounds like a pro tag from
A
ET.
meticulous
Mood.
and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for
All right, bye.
Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there.
Paimon, that's so far. Why Star Snatch?
And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can
Huh?
find people that way.
Paimon, do you know where Star Snatch Cliff is?
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Thank you, but I'm probably not going to take it. At that moment, Sucrose and Kale arrived at Storm Bear Mountains. What? Why are we going all these places? Huh? Why not Mondstadt
Where
City?
to next?
Huh?
Let
Why are
me
we
check
out
my
here?
notes. Huh, this way.
What?
Got it. Kale, please follow me.
Why are we out here? What? Huh? What are we looking for at this point? Noah, Amber, Cleela, Noelle. Okay, then. Lisa's totally the romanticized. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's our lucky day.
Yeah,
There are several people over there.
unfortunately, yeah.
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too. Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies the girl with the long scarf.
Kale, we were just talking about
So
you.
convenient that all the
Wait,
characters
I
we
don't think you've
listed
been
are all in
introduced to Noelle
place.
before.
Crazy, right?
Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Why are your S's so harsh? Where's the DS
uh,
on your voice lines?
Nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
I actually forgot that Klee is technically of the Knights of Favonius. I absolutely forgot about that.
Kale, what do
Now we
you
got the
do?
girls. The girls and the kid.
I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Noelle's Full Metal Alchemist. I'm fearful. I'm about to be put on commercial break.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working
No, I
towards
see what you
becoming a
mean.
fully qualified knight.
Technically,
Metal hands.
though the distinction is hardly relevant right now.
Unfortunately,
This isn't a very formal patrol.
she's not an
We're
alchemist.
just chatting.
Yeah, that would have been funny if she was an alchemist. But the Sucrose and Albedo are the alchemists here, and so is Timaeus. I don't know if we'll see. We're probably gonna see Timaeus eventually. I don't know who's gonna meet him up with him, but someone will.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Oh, look at this light! Look at this light on her nose. Look at that light on her nose. It just switches.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yep. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
You know, one of them's right there, so you
Amber.
kind of just spoiled it.
Sorry, at least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
She's being interrogated by herself from two different angles. Exactly.
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! I'm saved. Sucrose is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
Sucrose and Kale tell everyone about the night surprise that they've been working on, namely the prophecy.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
Why are your S's so harsh? Well, whatever. That black screen could have been like, Sucrose and Kale talk about the prophecy.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note.
Can't wait for
We'll
the
see what
chapter
we
3
can
of this
come up
event to
with.
be like, so everyone wrote something and it just didn't help.
Yep, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains and will end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah. So, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Bye. Can't wait for you guys to have your dialogue. Oh, I guess not.
Are you okay, Kale?
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
Chapter 3. They all put their thoughts in the mailbox. But a fire alchemist sneezed when he opened it. Oh, facts.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all.
Aww.
Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be.
And facts. That's correct. You're Kale, and you be Kale, who is not bad either.
Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
The two girls come to a stop at a place with some lovely scenery. As the breeze picks up, Kale tells her life story from her childhood to her recent recovery from Elazar, which, by the way, you should already know as the player because if you played the Archon quest, but it might be a considerable amount of time before that. So if you forgot, oh well.
I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still, why did she have to go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean... You've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on.
Well, Sucrose is kind of better in that regard.
But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once.
Wait, what's wrong with her hair? I just realized Sucrose's hair is bending upwards. You guys see that? It's not touching the ground though. I think it's supposed to be touching the ground, but it's not. You guys see that? Funny.
If you
And
hadn't told me
Kale's
all of
scarves are
those
just clipping through
things,
the ground.
I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Sucrose. Add a character real quick just to tell you. You should never say that to someone who just completely everything about what they've dealt with. To say that you guys are very sage. I know what you mean.
Really? Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now. I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd.
I don't think that's what she talked about, but okay.
When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Nah, bro, Sucrose has always that the little hair gel. Girl got that goofy, Mewtwo Y haircut. Facts.
Oh, I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything.
Okay, at least you
And I'm
are
not gonna
honest.
tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
No.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time we get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
Your tetra... what?
Two of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me.
Sucrose. Twitch, just to know, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say it. It was the game. I had no control. I did not know the game would say the term that you would apparently ban people for because that's
They're
dumb.
enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
On the other side, the cool winds sing shrill across the face of Star Stash Cliff because that's right, you guys are there for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, now let me
be
actually...
faster.
Some of them do kind of sound like your Sunny voice. Really? Huh. I don't think you do, but maybe it's because like I hear it differently than what the game is. You know, just games and your head. Like when you hear a voice and you try to mimic it, it's either this you either think it's the same or it's not the same. So it might be that. So I can't really say anything.
Someone we need here.
Sucrose becomes Flintlock Wood. you know what you are, Lit Lockwood. This contact lens represents my contact lens, and my eye represents my eye. I got my eye on you. I'm totally within earshot, right? Oh, that's a lot of this with this game being like, yeah, they're totally in earshot, but they won't hear it.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go.
Who's that yelling?
What?
Let's hurry and
Rosario,
take a
why
look.
do you look pale? Huh? You look purple.
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Sorry, you looked very, very purple in the last shot. Are you okay?
Question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
Greetings, everyone, and happy Windblume Festival.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
Don't you have a glider, sir?
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Because a lot of people just don't believe in Mona's predictions.
Well, yes, I did.
That are right
because
at this
there's
point.
something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
Facts.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true.
Hence, didn't believe Mona.
When Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what
If
the
he
Windblume Festival is all about.
breathes. That's all we can say.
Okay,
if he breathes.
that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Funnily enough, looking for people that are specifically on a specific list and are, you know, funnily enough, right in front of us.
Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Yeah.
Huh?
Very convenient. Even you, Timaeus. You tell them about the prophecy, the information gathered so far, and the mailbox.
I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked. Please, do not subject us
Thank
to
you,
her
Mona.
gushing
Thank
about
you,
your
thank you,
girlfriend.
thank you, thank you.
You saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Bye for now, everyone. Timaeus, please try to stay safe, and please, for the love of everything, use your head rather than your heart.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Remember, Timaeus, if you breathe. Eh, but while I'm up here, I will actually gather some. It's a bit of a rough time to kind of get up here, so. Genshin Impact Titanic Edition, I didn't see. Yeah, this is a little bit of...
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Man, I can't wait for Genshin, if they would ever, you know, sponsor me. But they will never. They'll never do such a thing. Haha. I've never gotten a sponsorship. Sad. The reason why I'm getting some Cecilia is because is for both Venti and Albedo. Now I know Venti is level 80, and I think my Albedo is level level 60, I think. So between him and Venti, who he'll probably be one of the first ones that I level up to level 90.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
He's gonna need a. Any ones up. Oh wait, I actually got her. Oh wait, that's Tombstone. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother. I think that's all. Oh, I think those last bits of it. Think. Yes. Okay. Flip, flip. So hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream so far. And like, you know, they're having a nice time watching the whole Windblume festival and everything. I know I'm actually enjoying it. I always love these types of events where, you know, characters interact with one another and it's just so wholesome. Bloop. Hello, you two.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
I ran out of water.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Don't worry
Splinters
about
are
me.
terrible.
I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up
Did
everything
a
on our to-do
dandelion
list
just
for
go
today.
through you, Kale?
So
Are you
all
okay?
we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive.
You know, chat, if you're thinking about like the 4-foot pigeons, can you just see these dandelion seeds really quick? Like, they're huge. Look at that one. Crazy.
Traveler, Paimon,
And I'm glad
why
that
don't you
everyone's
get
having
some
fun.
rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you wanna get dinner?
I like how the traveler is just looking at the camera being like, chat, you hearing this? Like, audience, you hearing this? You hearing this little flying thing that I still don't know what to exactly call it? Or her, or whatever? Hearing this? I got her food yesterday and she's complaining for more. Alright, I guess I'd better go get Paimon some food.
Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Who are you? Oh, is that the crush? That might be the crush. Who are you? Wait, unless that could be Alice. That'd be such a twist with Alice. I don't think it is, but it could be. Oh no, she's British. Oh no, she British.
This one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
Hear that? It's the sound of Mora pouring out of my wallet.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Wow, and who's gonna pay for it? Now that Paimon mentions it, you realize that you two are ravenous. The two of you stuff your faces.
Ooh, Paimon.
That is out of character. I don't eat a lot. It feels pretty good to just relax and take in the scenery after all that great food.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
Oof.
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
That
Enjoying
Venti?
the scenery?
Venti!
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Did we order something for you?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming
You see,
here.
I said food. You know what? Let me correction. You want me to order some food for you? You know?
I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future.
You're mean.
Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
It looks like paper with a simple map and something like an incantation on it.
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
I understand. So you gotta be there too.
Then it's
Okay.
settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy.
But
Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
okay, deal.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you.
Okay, deal.
Anyway, see you later.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh, that would've been funny if she was actually British, but she's not.
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm
Oh,
a traveler
I
visiting
don't like
Mondstadt
you.
from another land.
No, I don't like you. Go away.
Mind if I buy you a drink?
No. I'm not drinking. At all. Thank you.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see.
No.
I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
I just did not say that.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Are you interested in it too?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in.
She's totally gonna swipe the map. Right, I feel it. Like, she is sus. Those eyes, like, you know, when she has the hat and, like looking at everything, like, okay, maybe it's like she's an introvert. She wants to join the fun. The second I saw her eyes, nah, she's a
born in
snitch.
distant land, but
Swiper,
I
no
have
swiping.
family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit.
I do not
As
believe
it
you.
happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
Everyone else has anime eyes. Bro, she looks like a Karen.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
Yes.
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy.
I'll let you know if we find the
Thank you.
answer.
You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet
You're very friendly. I was like, nope, don't trust
I'll leave
you.
it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
I like the guy robbing the fountain in the background.
Definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Fontaine.
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends. I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
You are sus. Even Rosari is there looking at her like, you are sus. A paper with a simple map and something like it. According to Venti, it contains the secrets for revealing the prophecy. And we can't even read it until, you know, it happens. Okay. Wait until the next morning. Rip. I literally have to wait through all this. Okay. So, Chad, I wonder what this Karen character is gonna do. Sorry. My hair be my hair.
Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench.
Let's see the mailbox being destroyed. Oh, well, it's already gone.
Hey, we're here!
Happened.
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
The mailbox?
Nice work!
Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Probably just go in order. Joy above the clouds. Take a look at the clue board. Okay. A flower that is not of this world. Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go, Tainari. Here we go, chat. You ready? It's time for me reading every single letter there is. After our conversation the other day, I went over to the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, it can be perceived. It will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one makes such a claim. From this perspective, you could even think of some rare plants as potential candidates for a flower. And yes, I'm pleased. I'm going to read this Cosmic. Cosmic knows. Cosmic knows I will read this because she was there. Ishi, they was there. No, are you read? Because I want the lore, Cosmic. A flower that is not of this world. Doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think out of the box. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We could discuss it in detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then. Alright, chat, I'm getting pretty dry. I'll probably sign off. It was nice talking to y'all. Remember, if he breathes. Okay, Ty, well, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful good night. Good night and a good night's sleep. Alright, so far, without reading Sucrose's... Oh, Sucrose even has it. It's probably going to be just something... Well, let's see.
It feels strange to insert a letter into the mailbox that I made myself. I did find my answer. At first, I thought that a flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy. But after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemic...
There. I have no more water.
Mechanism made of alchemic products might fit the description better. There, I did it. I got through the word. So I arrived at my conclusion. A clock in the shape of a flower. The long past...
Oh, I had to scroll.
A long passage of life rushes past the time. He's leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The elapsing years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward.
Attached is a list of rare plant species I've added to a short description to each entry because I just realized I had to scroll down. And I hope you can find an answer within them. Best wishes to you. Alright, Mona. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost, but as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. So if you need me, just call on me at my place. I'll be there. Mona. Bennett. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with this prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that I could be a part of this. Well, as you all know, I'm probably the last person you'd think of when it comes to guiding others. I still have a long way to go, but I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. But if you're asking me about who can be of help, my friend Fischl and her friend Mona, the astrologist, are both very knowledgeable and brave. I'd say they're probably the ones you're looking for. That's my answer. Wishing you all good luck. Benedict. Guide is a little too grand a title for me, but I'd love to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I'm good at, and I'm an attentive listener, so let me know when you feel lost. To use an analogy, I'm like a torch out in the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path so long as it continues to burn bright. Everything written below is meant for Kale. Dear Kale, if you're reading this... Wait, everything written below is not meant for Kale. Dear Kale, if you're reading this, please turn away. I've been worrying about... You don't add this. You don't add this. I've been worried about Kale lately. She's recovered from the illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she still has things she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kale can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness. Wherever she is and whoever she becomes, I'll always be your friend no matter what. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends. Oh, how do I voice Amika?
I hope this letter finds you all well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life, I'm still the lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing your question, I immediately knew what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing vegetation distribution for Mr. Tainari and Miss Kale, as well as dragon spotting calendar for Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa, so I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies, please forgive me. I hope the map and the list will be of some help to you. Don't worry, chat, we're halfway. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my upbringing. As a desert dweller who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me, and it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what is necessary. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. You need someone who would never lie? I can join you. What do you mean? This is taking forever. I'm getting through it. I must make one thing clear first. I am not someone who would never lie. After hearing your question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest and recalled many occasions upon which I lied. I often make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies, too, sometimes to make myself happy, and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. The nicest lie I've ever come up with is the one I told Varka, that I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Varka responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. I can't be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider what never lying means. Does it mean to never deceive or to never lie with ill intent? It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe that someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck. I asked my teacher, Lisa, to write this letter. It's much better than the ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you.
Last one.
Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever, and all stories must end in regret someday. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live on forever. That's the conclusion I've come to after years of reading anyway. I'm not reading that last part.
Mom writes travel guides, but she did have friends who wrote fairy tales. So please heard that a story its author spends their whole life writing will always be a good one.
Alright, that's short.
I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton that's passed on from one person to the next, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer.
Alright, we're done. I wish I had water.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost.
Well, for the flower, I want to go with... Well, Albedo, we need to actually speak to him to know what he means, but... to me, it's between Tainari and Albedo's answer.
Mona
I
said
don't
that
think
she'd like
Sucrose
to
is
join
right.
us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Saito.
That's cool.
Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Khalees said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next.
As much as I don't like Lisa, I feel this one's correct.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
Paimon, you think...
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Oh yeah, you're right, yeah.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus, what brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
No.
Huh? This is kinda sudden.
No.
Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-ar?
Actually, no, remind me.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Oh.
Wait, so Ying-ar is the girl from Lila that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-ar the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too, and
well,
anyway,
you just lied.
Our correspondence
You
covers
just
a lot
lied.
of serious topics.
Bye.
Like perfumes, potions,
Goodbye.
alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-ar's heart.
And chat, remember, and once he does, he's going to lie every single day. Will be true to and never utter. Oh yeah, so he insincere what? So he's just gonna lie once he gets her heart.
Star Snatch Cliff, you are picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-ar?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart, transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying-ar is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-ar to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-ar's love if I'm so selfish?
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
Well, we didn't decide that.
But then what about Ying-ar? Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
I mean, he can still do that. She still needs time to get here.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter.
Yeah, guys, it takes time for that letter to get there and time for her to come if she so chooses, or a letter to say, I can't.
I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
What? Okay.
I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, Sucrose, you're the one that could be the judge of that.
Well, you
know her,
certainly
him better than
convinced Paimon
most.
with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
I mean, it didn't really convince me, to be honest.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
I'd really rather Sino. I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather Sino.
Let's keep it up.
I believe more in Sino that he'd never lie rather than Timaeus. After some discussion, the group decides on a final check for probably everyone gathers for the crafting bench.
Paimon will do the honors. Ahem.
We really picked Timaeus over Sino. We genuinely picked Timaeus over Sino. Okay. Alright. So we got Albedo and Klee. Alright, fair enough. And Mona. Mona's
With
correct.
us here, the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Timaeus. Yeah, can we just pick Sino, guys? Come on.
Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name, too. All right. We also have Klee. That's me!
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
Right?
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Albedo, have you figured out your answer? I mean, if it's dumb, we're gonna switch you.
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, let's switch you with Sino, please. Let's switch you with Sino.
Actually, I'm a little worried too.
Why are you guys worried?
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people
You know, I can imagine since we have the map with Venti, we just like throw it in the breeze or something, and they're like, "What's this? Oh, it's the map."
Well,
It's
does
the
anyone
map.
know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scryglass?
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
Already found out where it is.
What?
Yeah, crazy. You make up a story about how you discovered the location by divining the ring.
Wow, that's amazing. You really
Yeah,
know
we
how to
can't
do
be the
everything
lie
under
one.
the sun.
We can't be never lies. We just lied. We made up a story. Now we got the paper.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Follow me.
We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern
I'm
of
totally
Utmost
someone who
Joy.
would never lie. I wish Sino were here. Yep. I wish Sino was here instead of Timaeus. I'm good. All right, let's go.
Wouldn't gliding be fast? Here we go.
Divining the wind.
Huh.
Okay. We're gonna get up here. Go to the lantern. I'm pretty sure Venti probably set up. Like, alright, here's like a make.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
I'm doing this to let them finish the dialogue. It's nice we kind of have like Sucrose, Albedo, and together.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Venti, I'm gonna kill you.
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Yeah, exactly. Venti's note here says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky.
Hyman's reading too. Huh? It says to look up, but there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
Flip also says now you should recite the incantation. Paimon, take a look at this. We just noticed
Squirrel
this.
on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Look! The wind is blowing!
Why do I have to read everything? Because lore. I like the lore.
What a strong wind current. Let's write it up and see where it leads us.
Albedo, let's look behind you. Look at that random rock floating.
We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
This is why we needed Sino.
Here.
Throws him the glider.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
Venti, what is this? What did you do? What is...
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Venti.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Kale, I don't think we'll get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never
And
would have
nothing else.
guessed
And also,
that
I
such
just
a
like
place could
reading.
exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Maybe that comes with being a voice actress. Who knows?
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Everyone vigilantly watches Albedo conduct a thorough investigation.
Some doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart, but why?
I want to see what
I get
happens.
what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks. Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information, but there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
Yo, Alice? Mona just shivered. She sensed some kind of great power? It's either Venti or Alice.
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona. I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world...
You can do it, Sucrose.
She was gonna say it. Why'd you interrupt her?
Then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
But isn't it the false answers first?
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today.
I'm confused on this now.
Although
I thought we were giving false
I still haven't made a name
answers.
for myself, and I'm still quite immature. I would still like to put my name forward, because I would like to become a guide that can help others.
Wait, and I thought Mona was the guide.
I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
Question mark? Big question mark.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie.
Oh, there's a phone here thing. Okay, it's Alice.
Although
it is
I've
Alice.
never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate
I can
myself.
imagine this thing just flashes red being like, no, you should have bought Sino.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy.
Wait, what?
There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Huh? Wait, then, huh?
Wait, the lantern just lit up!
Wait. Then what is Klee doing here?
Whoa, all four sides of the lantern are glowing! Huh?
But all we did was submit a batch of test answers.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, all right. Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
Get out, are you actually Alice? Are you actually Alice?
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey, you're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter.
No, come on, no. I'm hoping this is not Alice.
It's all thanks
No, it
to
can't be,
you
'cause Klee's
that
not
I was
saying
able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Nice.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
You know, you could have just said no. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Oh, please, no, you're not Alice.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well,
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Wait, okay, who are you?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Oh, this is Alice.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
That's her voice?
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
This is none of the voices that anyone thought, I think.
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados.
Ooh. Alice.
You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Technically, Okay, I'm
Miss
not gonna
Alice,
say anything.
would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Cutscene?
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely
I
sick.
killed him.
He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
Oh, okay, I was kidding, but okay.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Oh?
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Aww. Also, okay, Cosmic, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on your time zone.
Their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold.
Albedo's creator. The 2 Albedos' creator.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her.
And Albedo.
The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study.
Wait, Nicole? No, wait, that's Noelle. I was thinking of Noelle, and Nicole was like, huh?
Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world.
Wait. The end of the Archon quest, I think it was Nicole.
She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
End of the Archon quest in Sumeru. That was Nicole. She had been the one who spoke to me while we were investigating Alarion?
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief.
But what's M's name?
Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
And also, so then who's Jay?
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers.
Okay.
Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
I'm confuzzled.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night.
I love how you said women. And like, there's two guys here. Like, what about them? I'm sure they also have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that keep them up at night. Like, hello?
But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many, many years ago that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
The fact we got a lord. Alice's voice fades and the lantern grows dim. It is once again just a regular piece of decor. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders to return to Mondstadt.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
This is gonna disappear, so I'm just kind of enjoying it a little. So this table is the Hexen Circle, with Nicole being the one who was talking to us about the lore. I think it was her. And then Gold, Rheindarter, made Albedo, and Susbedo over at Dragonspine. Alice, I guess, is one that also has her own things and like that. And the other one, M, I guess, was made stories, children's book. Oh. But why is there 7 chairs for 4 witches? I mean, I guess it could be naturally 5 because Jay was there before she left to get married and everything, but that would be 5. Unless it just slowly decreased because, you know, the other witches went to get married and everything. Oh. Goodbye, witch place. Thank you for the lore dump. Alright, I'm just gonna... I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that and everything. Okay.
Oh.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
He's like, sure thing. Shut up, Albedo. Shut up.
Sounds like you've still got something on your minds. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival's special ambassador.
Huh?
Had I not asked for everyone's help...
Sucrose, what do you mean? It's not your fault.
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that
Kale,
prophecy.
no. All right, where's my frying pan? The next person to say it's my fault, they're getting hit.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I got a lot out of it. I now know who was talking to me at the end of the Archon quest.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
I mean, no offense, Kale, if you go with Sucrose to Liyue, and then Tainari and Sino just wondering, where did she go?
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Huh? Miss Yingar?
Wait, is she the one with the... Oh, no. Oh, no, wait, it's her.
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Oh, no, Sucrose, don't.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I genuinely forgot who she was.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
And the harsh essence, of course.
Of course I am. I'm so happy that I don't... Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time.
I'm leaving. Bye, guys. I'm leaving the city, and everyone's like, "Where are you going?" Like, look, I'm just gonna go to. You see Venti, just tell him I'm at his usual place. He'll know what I'm talking about.
You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
No!
Well, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
Yes. They look quite happy. Sure, Windblume, all about. Yes, I am sorry for Timaeus. Their adventure has come to an end. Everyone bids farewell, and soon a few people are left standing.
I'm so glad to
Bye,
see
Albedo. Bye,
Timaeus
Clee.
find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Why on earth would you think that?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once. All with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life.
Lee is just so happy.
It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best. They are really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, isn't it great that they're getting along so well?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them.
Aww.
They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
That dog! I just see that dog clipping through the wall. Oh boy, that dog. You just shook it off. You just shook off the fact that half of your body was through a wall. Okay.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Bye, dog.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy. Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Ollie's like, what?
Oh, really? May I?
Okay, not gonna question it. Sure, she doesn't know what she means. Kale exhales into Sucrose's test tube and the fluids turn a deep what? A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube and rises in the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the what?
Huh? What was that?
Literally, what was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
Hey.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tighnari! Cyno!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
I think he's talking about Dvalin.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Wait, for me?
Cyno wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Oh, Seto Kai, I mean Cyno. Let us go for the heart of the cards.
Let's knock him off his high horse.
It's time to duel.
Wait, I've got something to give you too. Huh? Kale has a gift for us? Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival.
Oh, is it a bookmark?
I made these bookmarks
What
from
happened to that
Sumeru
sprite?
roses at the hotel.
I
I
model.
want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino. During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt. Whoa, are these really for us?
Thank you, we really appreciate it.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms.
Oh, right.
Although they're not
Mondstadt.
native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are
Hey,
surrounded
Yola,
by
Noelle,
people
and
who you'd
Amber.
miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
You know, as Knights of Favonius, you guys were staring at a guy who was robbing a fountain stealing coins, and I'm surprised you're not doing a thing about it.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
No. Hey, wait, what about Venti? Ooh. Ooh. Might make that as my backpack. I'm doing.
Am I dreaming?
Wants that to see me. Why are you willing to make the trip? I still can't believe it. Why wouldn't I want to come see you? It's
Why
kinda
wouldn't I
like
want
a
to come
good trip
see
from
you?
Wants
Also, isn't it
Time to
time
drop.
for you?
Okay. Okay.
Yingar.
Cool.
Yingar. No, no! I'm just overwhelmed.
Yeah. Leave them alone. I'm not gonna try. I don't want.
Did you hear what
Check. Oven. There he is.
Well, what do you think? I trust you've enjoyed this year's Windblume Festival. I'm happy to see you find the time amidst your busy adventures to return to Mondstadt and celebrate the winds of freedom with us. And if you have a moment now, would you care to hear a new love poem I wrote this year? Allow me to recite it for you.
I think I'm the only one who you'll recite it with, but go on.
This world has never seen such vibrant color. It bestows upon everyone a brilliant hue, a shade more ethereal than white, yet more radiant still than gold. It eases into your eyes and restores to light a solitary soul. Maybe a bit too somber. Maybe I should write another one on sweet flowers instead.
Thought it was supposed to be about me, dude. Anyways, so with that, wow, it's been hours already?
Wouldn't gliding be
Wow.
faster?
Time flies. Well, yeah, honestly, Venti. Unless I can find some. Oh, well, I found him.
I quite like my new card back. It goes perfectly with my deck. I take it you've also received your card back? Want to use it to play around?
Wait. Yo, we can actually play? Okay, so I can't right now. I want to, but I can't right now. Oh, I want to, but I can't right now. Because I think. And yeah, these are like the different events, which is this one I'm more hyped about. Snapshots, which I don't really care about. Oh, sorry, chat. I have to end though because that stream's been going off for a bit. I mean, because I may or may not also be streaming in about an hour or two
Right now, I wish I
later
was sitting at the top
to
of a tree,
continue to
looking out
do the
over
Ace
a
Attorney
meadow,
stream that I
cider
said
in
I'd do
hand.
yesterday, but I didn't because I was totally tired. So anyways, thank you all so much for stopping by. As I said, the next stream will be maybe later. If not, if something does happen, the next stream will be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. EST, playing good old, probably Hogwarts Legacy to continue those side quests. So until the next video or stream, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye!